Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today for what I've been reading for the last week. The end of week is 8/14, and I didn't get to read too many series this week, unfortunately, but I did get a chance to finish a series that I actually really fell in love with, and we'll get into that. That'll be the last one that we go over, but the first one I'm going to talk about, as I have this little stack here, is Claymore. So I didn't read very much of Claymore. The next volume of the second part, I read up into the first chapter. So what we learn in the story to this part, if you don't care about spoilers, again, spoiler warning, Claire goes into town with the little boy. This town, they don't like any outside influence, no magic. They have like a big curfew. They don't like any of the Claymore stuff. Claire actually takes a pill to suppress the Yoma blood or the monster blood that's within her, and to suppress that, her eyes actually don't turn silver anymore. And if you can check, I don't know if you'll pick it up in the camera, but most of the covers, if it has Claire or a Claymore, kind of see it there, it has the eyes actually kind of sparkle, which is kind of nice. These volumes, when I picked up Claymore, I picked up volumes 1 through 9, and you can see a little bit of yellowing on it. This was EX Library, and you can tell the condition's pretty good. I didn't mention it the first time. Condition's pretty good. I am using a command tower for my Magic the Gathering fans. As a bookmark for now. Definitely need to get some better bookmarks. But I ended up picking these up, the first 9 for only 30 bucks. EX Library online. I would have done a better job if I had found them in the library myself, but this comes from Cambridge, Maryland, so that's always nice. So if you're from that area and you've read this at your local library, I have sanitized it just in case because of COVID and all those things, but I have the volume that you might have read. I always love trying to ball on a budget and finding ways to get manga that's a little cheaper. I definitely buy manga new, but I also like to find a nice mix of manga that's used as well. And I can go over my Naruto purchase as well, maybe in another video on what successes and maybe what some failures, because I'm not perfect. Sometimes I think I'm getting a good deal and then I end up not getting the best deal. The next one, if we're going over ones that I haven't fully read, my friend Mike gave me a copy of Deadpool Samurai. I've read up until, let me check really quickly, I believe chapter 3. I just met Captain America and his funny disguise that he uses to try to disguise himself while he's in Japan. I'll show you right there. He just wears a mustache and glasses with a nose. Pretty good so far. I'm not really the biggest fan of Marvel comics for some reason. I've always just seemed to enjoy manga just a little bit better. Deadpool is one of those characters that's funny, always breaks the third wall, or the fourth wall, sorry, breaks all the walls really. And it's kind of just that comic relief character. It's a good series. I can tell it's well written. I'm definitely going to read it, but I'm probably just going to borrow this and the volumes from my friends rather than pick it up myself. So this isn't part of the collection. You won't see it in my collection anytime we do a manga review, or I'm definitely going to reorganize my shelves and reshoot that video because I can tell the quality of the actual video was not to the standard that I'd wanted to. I fixed that issue. I think this video should also be in 4K, or at least in ultra high def. So really good. If you're a fan of Marvel, if you're a fan of manga, and especially if you're a fan of Deadpool, really good story, a lot of humor, a lot of action, really good. 2 more series. From the suggestion from my manga collection video, I was told to start reading Full Metal Alchemist. I read the first volume of Full Metal Alchemist at the Full Metal edition. These books are gorgeous. The page quality is glossy magazine style. It is really good. The story's awesome. So the big thing that stood out to me in this volume, and spoiler again if you haven't read or watched Full Metal Alchemist, is the parallels between, and I'm going to get the guy's name wrong, but the alchemist who pretty much transfuses his daughter into the dog and kind of makes this chimera hybrid. And when he goes to the alchemist, let me see if I can actually find it. Edward and Aldrich, I believe. Names are bad for me, but yeah, those are the names. And it's this scene right here. I don't want to spoil too much if you haven't. This is a blind reaction for me. Again, I have not watched much manga, watched much anime, or read much manga entirely. But it's right here on page, if you have it yourself, um, page 208. You can see that Edward is really, and if I confuse their names, I apologize. But this is the first place that you see it. You can tell that he uh, did combine his daughter with the dog. But he mentions, why is he so mad? Because he's kind of done the same thing, Edward, when trying to bring back his mom, and that's how he lost his arm. And from that alchemist's point of view, he thinks that him and Edward are on the same level, and that definitely is not the case in Edward's perspective. So you can tell that things escalate kind of from there. If you know, you know. If you don't, definitely read it. Really good pickup. These retail, so just because Thrifty Otaku, I was trying to get you the best deal. This retails for about $19.99. I've seen them as low as about $11 or $12 online as of right now. If you shop at maybe Right Stuff or AliBris or any of those kind of discount kind of bookstores that give really good deals for new books. Really good series. Really, really good so far. Looking forward to reading the rest. The 18th comes out on the 26th. You'll see that in my manga haul video. If you haven't had a chance, please check out the figures that I just picked up. It was supposed to come out yesterday on Saturday, but I'm going to post this video today to get kind of back on track from where that upload took. I didn't know uploading in such a high quality was going to take so long. I originally posted it at 380 and wanted to make sure that quality was good. So put that on the back burner, let it is it export, or I don't know how to export, but I let it upload and process, and it's finally up in 4K. So if you want to check those out, check them out. We've got some really nice figures from Fire Force and from Fairy Tail. Finally, so we did not just read Volume 6 of Chainsaw Man, or 7, or 8, or 9. We actually completed it. We read 10 and 11 as well. So Chainsaw Man is now a complete series that I have read. It is not complete. Part 1 is complete though. Wow, was this a great roller coaster. The volumes just kept being completed one after the other. It was a great story. Pacing was great. I want to do a full video of my blind reaction to each book, and I'll give you my reaction to each book. I think I'm going to try to post that on Tuesday or Wednesday. But you really just get a really good amount of content with Chainsaw Man. Fujimoto does a great job as a mangaka for this. The illustrations are great. Strikingly, spoiler alert again, but when Denji steps on the nail and gets hit by the crucifixion devil, that's just an image that sticks in your head. The twists and turns throughout the whole story, I don't want to give away too much. You can watch my blind reaction to it. And the blind reaction is just from what I've read over the past week. It was a nice ride to read Chainsaw Man. Definitely looking forward to part 2. For those who want a little bit more of a review, you'll get that on Wednesday, and I'm looking to do kind of reviews individually on series as well, so look for something for Full Metal Alchemist as well. But if you were looking to get into a series, that you really want to read quick and have a really good time with, and just really feel like the time flies but have a good time, Chainsaw Man is definitely that series. And Chainsaw Man was absolutely awesome. Favorite character was Power. Let me know in the comments who your favorite character was. Power, definitely for me, was a character that in the beginning I kind of felt was a little annoying. Didn't really fill the role of comic relief fully right off the bat, but wow, does that fiend really get into that comic relief role and pull at your heartstrings near the end. If you know, you know. If you don't, definitely read the series, or if you're planning to watch the anime, I'm definitely going to watch the anime. Should be a very good adaptation. But with that, that's all that I've read for this week for my manga reviews, or for my manga vlog style videos. definitely going to read more Full Metal Alchemist in the coming week. As the fall comes, I also am a professor at a college, so my time kind of gets a little more limited to what I can actually read. But I definitely will be trying to still read more and more as we go into September, October, November, December. But a lot of great stuff. I also was thinking for October, maybe I'll start to really dig into my Junji Ito collection. Maybe pick 4 books each kind of October, do one a week, and kind of dig deep maybe which ones are the best within each volume of Junji Ito. I have a lot. I think I have all of them except No Longer Human. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in. I definitely have to start prepping for that now, so maybe I can even record them a little in advance to have them come out in October, so I don't have to worry about doing such in-depth specialized videos. But I think I'm going to do it regardless. But if that's something you all want to see, definitely let me know. It's been a really good week. I appreciate all the views if you have viewed it. I appreciate subscribe if you enjoy, a like, and if you want to dislike, you can dislike, but I would appreciate letting me know in the comments what I can do to improve to make that dislike come into a like, because all of this is a hobby at the moment, trying to really explore the fandom and the community of manga. So really having a good time, really looking forward to, I'm just looking at my collection right now, reading a lot more of these, but definitely was happy to finish the series. Great recommendation from my first video that I posted, so you can go back to that video, post your recommendation. You can post your recommendation here of which manga out of the ones that I have you'd like to see me start reviewing and start reading and talking about. So have a great week. I will probably see you all again on Wednesday or Tuesday, and any questions you may have, just leave it in any of the comments. I will get to it as soon as possible. Have a great week, everyone. Peace.